You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, Black and White Sports fans, I want to make an announcement. Steve Kerr is not the wokest coach in the NBA. That title now belongs to Glenn Doc Rivers, the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, the woke coach of the Bucks, he's not winning very many games. Yeah, his team is, I believe, 18-29 on the season, something like that. Yeah, they're not very good. And they're about to trade Giannis, I believe, also as well. Now, Doc Rivers, man, in that NBA bubble, he was crying about racism. He's like, why don't they like us? He was making all these made up claims about police officers shooting black people for no reason. And I believe he actually made that comment after Jacob Blake, because if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was actually the Bucks that actually refused to play a game in a bubble. Yeah, NBA lost their minds. Even though Jacob Blake was engaging in criminal activity, like kidnapping, by the way, and fighting a police officer, he admitted that he actually had a knife. But these people like Doc Rivers, man, they get caught up in their emotions instead of the facts. Jacob Blake was a criminal, still is. He's not dead, by the way. I mean, these lefties, they didn't know much about Jacob Blake. They thought he was dead. Nah, Jacob Blake is alive. He's alive. He's in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. Now, Doc Rivers came out, what was it, last week? And he started speaking about Renee Good and Alex Preddy. And then he started making up stuff talking about, they're arresting like black and brown people. You know what? I really hate that term, guys. Black and brown people. That is a cultural Marxist term right there, folks. Cultural Marxism. That's exactly what it is, because Doc Rivers is a cultural Marxist. This man is a race hustler. He said that ICE is actually murdering people in the streets. Yeah. And now he's doubled down on his lunacy, folks. He has doubled down on his lunacy because just like Steve Kerr was actually confronted by Outkick now has confronted Doc Rivers. And unlike Steve Kerr, now Steve Kerr said, yeah, I was wrong. I was spreading misinformation. Should have done better. Okay, great. Doc Rivers, oh no. Doc Rivers refuses to apologize. He's doubling down on his lies. This is just unbelievable, guys. Absolutely amazing. And he invokes the name of Hakeem Olajuwon, folks. Yeah, his Hakeem Olajuwon take is blasphemous, folks. Blasphemous. Because this man said that ICE could round up Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, folks. Yeah, let's talk about it. Here we go. But first, check out blackwhitenetwork.com. Support us by becoming a member. Memberships are just $10 a month. Rhodes and I post member videos over there on the website. You can actually save money by getting the annual plan. 12 full months of content from us, including our member live stream, guys. We have a member live stream every single Friday, 4 p.m. So sign up today. We appreciate it. And you get a 7-day free trial, guys. And if you guys also enjoy our content, you can donate directly to us on the website, 5, 10, 20, whatever you guys want to give. We do appreciate the support. And we're also running a Valentine's Day sale, guys. Free shipping on anything in the merch store, guys, including our new shirts, our Black and White Sports football shirt, and our America 250 shirt, Bald Eagle edition right here, guys. And it actually has the America flag 250 on the back right there. And if you are a paying member to the website, guys, you guys get your discount. You guys already know what it is because it's never going away. So don't forget about the Black and White Sports hoodie and shirt as well. So here we go. Over here, guys, on X, Clay Travis puts out this clip right here. Doc Rivers says ICE committed murder and they might have taken Hakeem Olajuwon off the streets back in the day when Dan Krzyzewski asked him about his anti-ICE comments for Outkick. Now, folks, if you actually know Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, folks, he's from Nigeria, right? The man is a U.S. citizen. He's been a citizen since 1993. And by the way, Hakeem the Dream, and I think this is an insult to Hakeem the Dream, that Doc Rivers would actually say ICE would actually arrest him. Hakeem the Dream is not a criminal. Hakeem Olajuwon is a stand-up guy. A legal immigrant to this country, by the way, that became a U.S. citizen and has never been in trouble with the law. He's not like Alex Preddy. He's not like Renee Good. He's not like these left-wing lunatics out there in the streets that want to fight ICE. Hakeem has never done that. That's why ICE would never arrest him. It's an insult that Doc Rivers would actually say that, but it's cultural Marxism. All he sees is race. Let's go ahead and watch this clip, guys. Here we go.
Coach, I want to circle back to something you said a few weeks ago.
Who are you and where are you from?
I'm so sorry. My name is Dan Zakshesky, Outkick.com.
Outkick is a Fox?
That's
group?
correct. Yes, sir.
So you guys are here to celebrate Pioneers Day with us, huh?
Of course. And
that's pretty cool.
a question.
I love that. Yeah.
A few weeks ago, you said the shooting of Renee Good in Minnesota was, quote, a straight-up murder, and you called the broader ICE situation a, quote, travesty. Now that some time has passed, do you still stand by those words? And when you said murder, can you explain if you meant that in the legal sense or as a moral condemnation of the situation?
Both. And I don't change that at all.
Wow. He doesn't change it at all. We've had multiple videos, guys, and this man refuses to change his mind because the Marxism in him won't let him actually digest facts.
You know, my dad was a cop. My best friend is a cop. And he's probably more upset about it than me.
Okay. Let's say, Doc Rivers, your friend who's a cop was in the position of that ICE officer that had to shoot Renee Good. Do you mean to tell me if your friend who's a cop was about to get run over by Renee Good, he wouldn't do anything to stop her? Remember, he has a split second. You mean to tell me he's just going to allow himself to be run over? I'm not buying that, Doc. I'm not buying it.
I thought there's the training of ICE is horrible. We all know that. And being in Minnesota, where there's 130,000, I think, documented people, why not Texas, where there's 1.7 million undocumented?
Now, I believe he said documented right there. I believe he meant to say undocumented. Other words, illegal aliens. One of the reasons why you don't see what's happening in Minneapolis, like what's happening, one reason you don't see Texas doing what Minneapolis is doing is because we don't have sanctuary city policies. The mayor of Houston, Texas, guys, where I'm at, he came out and said, yeah, Houston Police Department isn't working with ICE, which is true. But he said this, we're following Texas law because when an illegal alien is actually getting released from jail, ICE is notified. And then ICE comes and picks him up. That's what's happening. That's what's not happening in Minneapolis. That's why you actually have to have the ICE agents out there on the streets trying to catch the dangerous criminals. I believe Houston Mayor John Whitmire said that the number of dangerous illegal alien criminals that were released from the Houston jail and turned over to ICE was like 75 or 80, if I'm not mistaken. So,
I look at our league. Look at the NBA. We're celebrating Pioneers Day today, right? And I look at our league and I think Olajuwon could have been taken off the streets. But we would, right now, the way brown people feel, only the brown people would be taken off the streets. And it's just not right, and it's not morally right. So I stand by my words 100%.
You know what? If Doc Rivers was actually paying attention, seeing the videos I've been seeing, ICE, they can actually detain American citizens that are obstructing. And from what I've seen, guys, 90% of these people are actually white liberals that ICE has detained. White liberals. And to be honest, guys, I don't think I've seen any black people obstruct ICE and get arrested. I don't think I've seen that, man. For the most part, man, when it comes to this battle with ICE, black people said, nah, this ain't our fight. I've seen that. So Doc Rivers is making this up.
Are you saying that brown people in this country legally should be worried about ICE? Okay, just want a clarification.
Yeah, we all should be. Yeah, if you're walking down the street and Tom Homan, who was the head of DHS, has said that they're targeting people by their color and if they can speak the language. If you're brown, you're nervous because I don't see anybody going in the Ukrainian villages and arresting anybody. All we can go by is what we see. That's all I can go by. And that's it. I'm 100% right about everything. I think we all, everybody in this room, I would say, wants a safer America. I don't know if what we're doing right now is making us safer. I know there's 2 people in Minnesota who would definitely disagree with that.
Wow. That's Doc Rivers, guys. Now, obviously, he doesn't watch the Black and White Network channel because I did a video, guys, where ICE actually arrested a white European illegal alien. Guess what? This dude was like outside of Chicago and he was a police officer. And ICE arrested him. Now, some leftist judge made him get released. He's back on the job and being a police officer, an illegal alien. I covered that. And also, man, he's lying about ICE actually targeting people by their skin color and language. No. What's really going on is that ICE has a list of people. They know where these people are from. They have a general idea what they look like. And based on their physical description, if you see someone matching the description of that person, and let's say they're from Venezuela, chances are they're going to be speaking Spanish, right? Yeah, that's what Doc Rivers doesn't understand. But boy, what do you guys make of this, man? This was idiotic. Doubling down on stupid right there. And invoking the name of Hakeem Olajuwon could actually have been arrested by ICE. This is ridiculous, man. Everyone knows that Hakeem is a stand-up man and a law-abiding U.S. citizen. He would not be on ICE's radar. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we will catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.